Jazmyn, and yeah.
I'm Wynter, and this is TrueCherishment15. I should close the door. I'll do that. Just keep my sleepers. Every time, I always forget to close the door. Okay. So, I know my voice sounds crappy. That's because my throat decided to turn against me. So, not fun, but I'll deal with it. So today's topic is things we can't stand. So first thing is having projects at once.
Especially when there's 5 due on the same day.
I can't stand that. Oh my gosh. I think that happens every year in IB.
Every week.
Yeah. It might happen in traditional too, but I mean, all the time. And you just wait for it each year. You're like, I know it's somewhere. I know it's coming. And then I hate it because it's usually like a week we don't have any assignment to do or anything to do at all. Next week they're like, oh, by the way, you have a project due in like a week. And it's like, all you have to do is just write a paper. It's gonna be on all of these standards, A through K. And you're like, and they're like, oh, it's not that bad. You just have to have like a 10-minute presentation and then a 10-slide PowerPoint to go along with it. You're just sitting there like, yeah, not that bad. So, next thing is being told stuff you already know.
Especially when you're going to do something and then you get yelled at to do it.
That, I'm pretty sure my mom did that to me. Like, it was either yesterday or today. I was going to get something out of the oven. He was like, oh, get that stuff out of the oven for her. And then I was just like, okay. I don't know why it bothers me. It just does. It's like, I got this. I know what I need to do. And then it's like, oh, someone's saying, don't forget to go to school. Why would I forget to go to school?
I know, right?
It's like, I already know what I'm supposed to do. And it just, it bothers me. I don't know. When you forget something and you oversleep.
Especially if it's raining and you forget your umbrella.
It's like, okay, I make sure I have everything before I go to bed. And it's like the umbrella's on the counter and your book bag's on the floor. And it's like, okay. You wake up, you're like, oh my gosh, you got 10 minutes to get ready. You just grab your book bag and totally ignore the umbrella. And like you waiting for the bus and it's just like, okay. That happens, I think, at least 3 times to me in the school year.
Yeah.
It's not fun.
Especially if you forget something important.
I forgot a project once. And I don't remember what class it was for, but my dad was not happy. He had to drive to our school to give it to me, and I said, oh my god. It was pretty bad. I'm trying to think of the last thing I forgot. What was the last thing you forgot when you overslept for school?
One time I forgot my mouthpiece for band class, so it's really difficult to play the trombone without a mouthpiece.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it's just find a magical way to produce sound.
That would be funny if someone was like, I got this. And then it just started playing.
Then watch them play a real song.
Yeah. I can't think of the last thing I forgot that I had to have for school. One time it was water, and I about died from dehydration. I was in a certain teacher's class that doesn't like let you go to the bathroom or anything.
Yeah, I hate those teachers.
And I'm just over there like, this is the day I die from dehydration.
Yeah.
But stuffy nose and runny nose, and then allergies and period. Like,
especially in class where you have to use all the tissues.
I remember that, and I think it was 6th grade. I would just use all the tissues, and I feel so embarrassed, but my allergies were awful. I mean,
Yeah.
they're still not that good, but I don't like spring at all. It needs to be winter.
It does.
But usually whenever I get like this, I'll have a stuffy nose, and then like one nostril will be runny, the other one will be stuffy, and then like sometimes I won't be able to breathe out of either of them. That happened to me in PE, and we had to run the mile the day, and I couldn't breathe.
Oh my
I was
gosh.
like, I'm gonna die. I was like this close to crying because I was like, I'm gonna die.
When you're trying to go to sleep, too.
That's awful. I think one time I had a nightmare and I woke up and I couldn't breathe because of my nose, and I was like freaking out. I was like, I'm gonna die. And that's how my brain always thinks. It's like, you're gonna die.
Just instant death.
I'm trying to think of an allergy story. Oh yeah, that when I was in first grade, I think my teacher, she thought I need to go to the hospital or something because my allergies were that bad, and I was like crying, my eyes were puffy, and so she called my mom. She's like, does she need to go to the hospital? And my mom was like, why do you say that? She's like, well, she's crying, she's rubbing her eyes, her nose is runny, I don't know what's wrong. She's like, oh, that's just her allergies, just keep her inside for the rest of the day.
Yeah, and then allergies on top of asthma. It's no fun.
I think most of my cousins have asthma, but I don't know if they have allergies too. I don't know. When people stop at green lights,
Especially when you're late. Like, why do people have to slow down when the light's green and then they want to roll up when it's red? It's so backwards.
I don't know. When I was driving, I think Saturday, I was helping out with my community service club. I almost rear-ended like 2 cars. Well, I mean, they should have turned. They were like waiting for Jesus to come. I was like all the way back here, and they were right here. There's no cars coming. They're just sitting there. So I'm just like, oh, they're gonna turn. They're gonna turn. They're not gonna turn. I was like, oh my god. I came like this close.
Oh my gosh.
I was like, woo. And then the other time, I think I was just in my own world. And I was like, la la la, they're gonna go because it's a green light. La la la, they're not going. Oh, they're not? Nope. I was like, oh god, brakes.
Yeah, like one time I almost hit this guy because the light was green, but he was still at a complete stop, and I was like, oh, he just has to accelerate, but he never did. So I had to slam on the brakes, and I honked my horn at him, and then he went.
And that happened to my mom one time. There's this guy in front of her, and she was trying to, I don't know, she was coming pretty fast, and he just wouldn't go. He wouldn't go, and it'd been green for like a good 5 seconds, and so she was going pretty fast, and she was like, and he was like, slowly, oh, I guess I should go.
Oh, the light's green.
My mom was trying to teach me how to drive a stick, and I had a light, and I choked, and I was like, oh god. And it was red though, but when it turned to green, I still couldn't get it to start, and my mom was just like freaking out, and my dad's just back there like, it's okay, take your time. My mom's over here like, go, it's green, go. I'm like, Mom, I would if I could, I'm trying.
Yeah, that's the worst.
It's like, I'm just never going to drive a stick, okay?
Yeah,
It's rough. Life is rough.
very.
Well, that's all I have for this.
Same.
Is there anything else you can stand beside mushrooms? You mushroomist?
Gosh, I hate those things.
Mushrooms are good. I don't like them that much plain, but like on pizza, on subs, or you saute
In
them.
non-existence.
She's a mushroomist.
Yeah.
They're so good. They're so good. And black olives. And mushrooms. Good. I saw one. Usually in my backyard we have ones that are. This is all coffee. And ones that are like that big.
No.
I should just take a picture of one and just send it to you.
Dude, I will like spam you every day with Justin Bieber if you do that.
It's not that bad, but I'd still be pretty angry at you. I'd be like, oh my gosh, not another one.
I will find some pictures.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. I'm trying to think of what else that I don't like that you might not like. Oh, when you're like sick and you have to still do projects or stuff.
Oh yeah.
That's not fun. I'm like kind of going through that right now. I mean, I'm well enough to function, but I'm like at that point where I kind of just want a lazy day, just sleep.
Sleep is good.
When I came home, it was like 7. I got in the bed and I thought, oh, I'm just going to take like a 4-hour nap or something. And I woke up again, it was 4:34.
Oh my gosh.
And so I like slept my 9 hours. So I was like, what do I do? Because everyone else was asleep. And so I was like, I'm going to go downstairs and record cartoons. So that's what I did.
Sounds like a good plan.
And then I cleaned up a little bit, and then I was like, I'm just gonna sleep. I'll just sleep for like another 2 hours, get up around like, I don't know, 7-ish. And so when I woke up, it was like 11:36. I was like, what the heck? I was like, I'm not gonna be able to sleep tonight. I'm just gonna like crash in the middle of school. Like have my hand raised and then
Yep. People wonder what the heck just happened.
I bet the teachers just be like, okay, and then like keep on teaching.
Yep.
Well, that's all we have, so remember, forgive and live. Ew, my voice sounds disgusting.
Bye.
Pickle juice, pickle juice. How many pickles in the juice?